the speed. Hello everyone, so this stream is going to be another short one. I don't know if you can hear, but
I hate driving in this and she's still sick.
Yeah, my throat is not feeling 100% yet. In fact, I think it's gotten worse. So hopefully it's just a result of all the coughing. The thing I'm sad about is that I'm not in any condition to take advantage of it. Those who know me know that this is my time of year and my weather. And it's not, before people think that, oh, I'm sad I'm not up on the slopes or stuff happens. But that's okay. So I can drive really well in the snow. It doesn't bother me at all.
That's what's scaring me.
Yeah. And I was about to say that he does not like the snow.
I'm only doing this because I love my wife. She insisted on streaming for you guys.
I wanted to get out and get at least a fortress and 2 inns done. And I had just taken my meds, and I didn't realize how bad it was snowing or anything. And I asked him, and he came in and said, well, if we're going to go, we got to go now, because it's not snowing very bad. And so it's like, okay. Will not be out very long. My husband says we probably are not going to hit the sponsored fortress. We'll probably get closer, because I'm pretty sure my ability to project is not as good. He does not handle.
I hate driving in this SHI crap.
I think part of it is he forgets the slow and steady.
No, I got the crap scared out of me when I was married to my ex-wife, when I almost got smacked by 6 cars on Highway 89 to 2 360s.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have been doing a 360 if usually.
I barely touched the brakes and my car went out, lost control.
Okay. I bet the buffering is the weather affecting the different stations and whatever. The different towers. But he didn't grow up with a dad who got him literally.
I grew up with Dad saying, if it's snowing, you stay inside, you don't drive anywhere.
Rather than, okay, it's snowing. Hey, let's take you out and see if we can put you get you slipping and sliding into a fishtail and make you get out of it. And he wouldn't say that. He'd just say, hey, let's go for a drive. Or I need you to take me here, or something like that. And you'd take him, and he'd reach over, grab the wheel, and all of a sudden you're fishtailing. And he'd say, okay, get out of it. And he would do that until...
Glad my dad never did that.
I'm actually very grateful my dad did. And think about it. You have been too, Brad. Because you've been very grateful that I do know how to handle driving in the snow. And that's exactly how I learned. What? That's ridiculous. You need to drive in the snow sometimes.
Work and back. That's it. Work is required. I have to go to work.
And I think that's why he hates the snow, because his dad basically said stay in, otherwise... I honestly... So we had one time when I did end up donating pretty good with my vehicle.
And the cop told her you're lucky you didn't flip it.
Yeah. It was a Chevy Venture. And like the one that Brett drives. And the cop said that the cop that came up, because we ended up, it was at the Brigham off-ramp, and we had someone behind us. I think I've told this story before, but that saw it happen, stopped and told the cop exactly what happened, and had a smaller vehicle roll and end up with a kid in a coma for at least a while, or knocked out unconscious for over 30 minutes, which my understanding about then they're declaring coma or whatever. So, and I never heard how that happened. Yes, I did. We can go after a fortress.
We're doing about dinner, Kate, and 8.
But I was able to keep the van upright. The most damage to our vehicle was a little dent in the door and a broken window. And the cop literally, when he got there, he looked in the car and he said...
flipped this car.
He looked from... When I was there, he looked in the car and he said, "Oh, I know why this is better. You're a whore locker." And then he revealed to us that he went to school with my brother. And he knew from my brother what my dad would pull. And how my dad insisted that every one of his kids know how to get out of a spin. And how to handle the vehicle automatically. No thoughts, nothing. Just automatically click in doing what you need to do. And he said anyone else would have rolled the vehicle. They're like literally rolled it, not just had it on it. And for anyone who doesn't understand, Chevy Venture is a minivan, and any bigger vehicle is top heavy, and so especially as you start to slide, it becomes even harder to control it. And that's actually why a little vehicle can sometimes get out of a slide that a bigger vehicle can't, because the bigger vehicle, the top moves in such a way you have to know what you're doing and to be able to do it. And so
You want the fortress, we have one, right?
Yep, we can go after that one. And my kids were grateful. He was grateful. The policeman, from what I picked up, was grateful because he was able to go help in that other wreck. He didn't have to stay with us. The most our vehicle needed was pulled out of the snow. And I mean, we did have we went to the ER because my arm was hurting, and one of my kids had a few cuts. What chamber?
I don't know. I'm trying to get in.
Okay. Had a few cuts that we wanted to make sure there wasn't glass in, and one had hurt his wrist. And all of the kids were in the vehicle, and we know now that we all had Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, but Brett in the vehicle at that time. So the fact that that's all of the injuries that were in that vehicle, and yet the other vehicles were a vehicle that started slipping in the same place in a car and rolled.
There's a little Jill. I'm not the one that rolled, but the one who came to us.
Yeah, no, there was one that rolled.
I know that, but the one
and
that told us about that was the Jill.
Yeah, and I think I heard it rolled not just once, but a few times.
Tower Chamber 1.
And that there were some decent injuries in that vehicle. And so hey, look at that. It's working.
What's working?
The join?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I was told there were some decent injuries in that vehicle, including, like I said, the one kid who was knocked out for over 30 minutes. And yet in my vehicle, that should have had a better chance of that, we had minor injuries. Huh?
Just had petrified kids.
Well, and even then, that was the thing, is they weren't really petrified. They were shook up, but they actually registered that it was good that I was driving and that nothing could have prevented it. And after that, they wanted to make sure whenever we drove in the winter, for sure I was the one driving. And even your daughter, who wasn't there, decided after that she preferred me driving to anyone else in the family during the winter.
I'm leaving that last one for you.
Okay. I don't know what it is, but...
It's an acromantula.
Okay.
Spidey. Imposing spider.
I just was still after the werewolf, so... And that's the... And so for me, that's why I want my kids to know how to handle the snow. My oldest is trying to get his grandpa to take him out once they aren't as busy and make sure he understands how to handle it. Okay.
We're done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to get my walking distance going really slow because that's what I need. 2 ends. Since I turned mine on. I wasn't going to turn mine on.
So we're going to go long enough for him to get his 2 ends in his walking distance. And then we will probably head home. Sounds good, Jen.
What's she saying?
She's going to get off and go home and she's going to get off and go get her stuff done. And
drive
go
safely.
Home. Yes, please drive safely. And thank you for everything you've done for the Discord channel in the days I've been
gone.
Mostly MIA.
Mostly?
Yeah,
You have been mostly.
Yes, mostly. I did get on a little bit yesterday and today. Teeny tiny bit. And have a good Thanksgiving. I'm just going to leave it on while, in case Steph or Angel jumps on. I doubt they will, because I think at one point Angel was streaming. But I'm going to leave it on for just a little bit while we go get stuff done. Or while we head home. And then I'm going to get off, so. I think I got your 2 ends. I'm trying to get your walking distance and your phone acted up. Are we going that way or that way? That way? Okay. Because I need one more, and this is a blue end, and those are the green ends.
It's going that way.
Okay.
Towards the scout office.
Does that make sense? Why I want to know? Because then I can save, or not spin, and go out. I can go after that. Let's see, where are you at walking distance? 0.8. So I think I'm going to turn off the stream just so that I can focus on playing the last little bit and kind of keeping an eye out, helping my husband keep an eye out. And I will talk to you later. Bye.